You know, thinking about it, if I literally start speaking the second I like start up the stream, like the theoretical nobody is here is like definitely true because nobody is here period because um like who would be able, well, I mean, I guess some people on like even big streamers have like people who like sit around before people stream. I mean, and then some people are just there like 24/7 for some reason somehow. I mean, only a couple streamers have that though, but like, I mean, I also don't have like a schedule publicly. I don't want. I mean, I would say I don't have a schedule. I don't have a schedule. So like, there's literally no way to know to be here like on time. So I mean, well, whatever. Well, welcome to the stream. I guess mostly for the people who are watching the video back on the YouTube channel. I mean, I'd say that's also no one, but like some of those videos have like 4 views. Well, the weird thing is, because I was looking at it the other day, the first like 2 parts of the Wuthering Waves stream had like 4 views on each, which does imply that actually, you know what? I can actually look at this here. I'm gonna look at the YouTube channel. You guys won't be able to see this. Well, I mean, I could make you see this, but I'm not really thinking about it right now. I will tell you what the results are. I currently have 1 view each for the second Wuthering Waves stream from the day before yesterday. Okay, now the first one has 4 views, and the second one has 5 views. I guess what is more important is viewer retention, I guess. Let me find YouTube Studios. Da da da. Go to analytics, I think. The problem is I've been inflating this myself on accident, actually. Watch number an hour 1.6. Okay, here we go. 703 average view retention 200 with 12 views. Yeah, that's me listening to my own cover, which, who in the world? No, someone watched half the 12-second intermission. Okay, so that's highest view retention. That's literally not just me. Don't figure out what's going on for 2.2%. I don't know how whoever's actually watching these is finding these. I don't know what it says about my content that like I don't have like even like an actual single percentage of like people actually watching, because people actually find them and then they don't actually watch them. I mean, to be fair, I'm not uploading these to be watched. I'm mostly updating them for posterity. And I'm going to guess that all 12 views of the cover are me. I don't know if I can check that though, because I was doing that on a different account because that's the account on my phone. And I actually think that the cover was pretty decent. Like, it's not amazing. I don't know. But like, I don't know, it lets me get, I don't know, I don't have an excuse for why I've listened. Well, I mean, it's only like 12 times. Although I have looped it before, so I'm guessing that's why it's like 200%. I also was trying to do another cover today for Forget Me Not by Riona. I got pretty close to it all being done, but then I got interrupted. So I will continue that next time I have a moment to myself. I can free to sing as my place without having to worry about bothering anyone. I don't know, the YouTube channel is a thing that exists mostly for posterity, and I guess music covers, which exist, I suppose, mostly for me to listen to, I guess. I mean, to be fair, I do make content for myself. Because if I don't enjoy it, then there's literally no way anyone else was. And if no one else enjoys it, then then I might as well enjoy it, right? Anyway, that's enough of that. Alright, I didn't actually get any chatters in that moment. Anyway, point taken. Let me just switch over to live scene. There we go. So I've put in a lot of work since the last time. Also, my stream schedule is terrible because, like, sometimes it's like mid-afternoon or the middle of the night. It's just never the morning. If I want to stream tomorrow, I'll have to be in the morning. Also, to be fair, if I stream for like an hour and a half today, then we can still play Wuthering Waves, because that's when the server maintenance will be done, I believe. Like an hour and a half, because it's done 11 UTC plus 8, and right now it's 9:37. Hour and 23 minutes then, yep, and then maintenance will be done, the new character will be out. I really should keep better track of maintenance and stuff. Anyway, we've done a lot of stuff. We used to only have this small island area. I don't even think it was really an island before, but it is now. It's just surrounded by, it was just like a little segment of land. Mountains, we have this area. It leads to the mountain range area, which has not been done yet. Those will just show a text box saying that you shouldn't go there yet. Clever dev trick used for eons. I've added enemies, or more enemies, because we used to just have the functioning bats. Now we have function bat, rat, frost spirit, and jellyfish. Ooh, right, I wanted to talk about this. So I was working on a skill, Awaken. So the idea was to have a special skill to make the main character equip a second sword. That apparently was really difficult. So I tried multiple things to try to get that to work. I ended up making a second version of Voltaire. This one just allows you to dual wield. So this, I guess I might sound really dumb trying to explain why this. Well, the solution I first came to. So the gain the skill to activate itself was pretty easy. You just activate a common event. You get a common events awaken. You give both the weapons you want to use to the character, and then you have them equipped. And then this was the thing that got added later. So initially what I did was I went into troops, and on each one I had a function that once an enemy died, they would automatically unequip it. Of course, that was a bad way to do it, so instead, what did I change? Because that was hit to play. I'm sure it's fine. I didn't break anything. But anyway, so then I figured out that all I really had to do is that every time you open a map that has battles in it, that didn't break anything. You go in here, and then it will, if the switch for Awaken, which If we go back to common events, that's the last thing here. Switch awaken on when the skill is activated. Is active, then this will trigger and it will switch the weapon back to regular altair and decrease the shield slot to nothing. And of course, if you're wondering what happens if you're not using Altair, you don't need to worry about that, because if we go to skills, you can see that to use it, it requires sword type Altair, and the only weapon that is activated on is sword type Altair. Well, I mean, it's also activated on Vega, but Vega can't be equipped normally, ideally. And I'm not going to change it because regular sword type isn't actually active on him yet, but there's no point in changing it. It's fine. Nothing is breaking or exploding or anything. Everything's working fine. The current problem that I am facing... what else did I do? Here, actually, we can show off a bit of the game. I don't actually have my earbuds connected to this. I have it connected to my earbuds. I'm going to listen to copyrighted music over here. Well, anybody who's watching will be subjected to brief... I really should just switch these earbuds back over to that, shouldn't I? Yeah, whatever. No, not continue. That is my... I can't believe I did the test file for an hour. Okay. So new. We actually have, like, the whole regular house decorated. We have an opening cutscene. That's like actually an opening cutscene and not just like a test. Please, go turn on the castle. It's east from here, right? You can go back into the house. The fire is not interactable. The bed used to be able to. Honestly, probably if you could get into there, I don't think I actually Actually, let me check. If we go into house, so this is the old house. I ended up doing a bunch of decorating on the opening cutscene house, so I just cloned that instead of having to do the decorating again. No, actually, I did remove the event that allows you to sleep in the bed, except on this. So if you're able to get to this house instance somehow, you won't be able to, because there is no possible portal into there. There's a portal out. Yeah. But yeah, you can see the difference between the finished house and the main house now. Anyway, back in here, if you go over here and activate the action button, you'll comment I shouldn't go in there, it's not my room. Go down here, you can listen to the problem now. Some dialogue. Say I should probably stay out of this. This is a very smart thing to do. And it would be funnier to see someone else react to that, but oh well. And then you can leave the house. The action button is enter. I wish I could give WASD movements to the game. I mean, I can. I would have to use a plugin, either that or JavaScript it myself, and one of my earbuds died. Well, that's not a process. I wasn't using it for stream anyway. But I've been trying to limit myself to not using plugins, at least not yet. To try and like play within the limits first. I added this tent. This is the new save area, or not the save area. New healing area. You can rest here, and you'll fully restore all HP and statuses. I don't think actually. I think I did add. Oh right, I changed the background. We'll get to backgrounds here in a second, because that's the thing that I was having trouble with last. I adjusted the stats. I now have a Excel sheet that will calculate basically stats for literally everything. I added rats to the first area, so there's a rat and a bat. The pathway now no longer contains any random encounters, so as long as you're on the pathway, you'll be completely safe. I don't know if that's good game design or not. Oh, that's not good. I mean, it's not that bad considering. Anyway. You can go across the bridge now. You can go to this sign. Just to the east, castle to the south. Stay on the path, the rest of being attacked by monsters. That's what informs you that the path is safe, if you didn't realize it or not already. Go. I shouldn't go here yet. Now, different areas have different monsters, so this area right here outside, once you cross the bridge, basically has similar monsters to the other one, except they can like spawn in groups. Wait, why didn't I take any damage from the rat? Oh, I need a... Okay, so my theoretically well-balanced stuff is clearly not nearly as balanced as I thought it was, so I'm going to need to fix that here in a moment. I mean, really, it's just buff the rat. Actually... Oh, and reach level 2. And if... Let's just back out. Bring up the rat. Enemies, rat. Its attack is 6. That's attack is 8. I mean... 6. So... That'll be multiplied by 4, so that's 24. In comparison to the defense, this will be multiplied by 2. Base defense here is 7, 14. That's like 10. So, I mean, I do have to add armor. And tunic is 3. So that's base 10. Then the tunics of 12, 24, 24. Okay, yeah, no, that is how that math works. Really? That's 8, 16, 32. For like 8? Yeah, wait, actually, how much are the bats hitting for? Also, keep in mind, I did just get a level, so the defense is higher now. Actually, wait. To be fair, I could have just opened this. Status. Defense 16. I mean, to be fair, I just hit level 2, so it wouldn't have been base. When did the bats and rats start? Oh, oops, I wasn't. Okay, well, yeah, here's the jellyfish. Oh, shoot, I forgot to remove that. Okay, that'll just mess with the background now, and we've already said that doesn't work properly. Okay. I want more bats and rats. I'm guarding what kind of point? I mean, I know the rat's not hitting for anything. Oh, okay, so the problem is that as soon as you hit level 2, both the bats and the rats stop being able to do any damage at all. I mean, I could just slightly edit their stats. Okay, put that on the list of things to do. Make the bats and the rats hit harder. What other enemies did I add? We already saw jellyfish. That's hitting for like 4 damage. At level 2. You know, these guys are way too weak. I'm going to adjust a few more stats. I'm already level 3. And then finally, we have the Frost Spirit, which is... I mean, to be fair, the jellyfish also has magic. Did we see how hard the magic the jellyfish had was hitting? Sorry, I was not paying close enough attention, clearly. We could still use Blade Magic. Whip, bats are weak to winds. really hope I don't just one-shot now, because that would make testing this harder. Okay, so no, it's already doing 0 damage with its regular attack. So I think I just need to do attack buffs all around. Oh, no, that's just dying in one hit now. Okay, well, okay, fine. We will test how hard its thunder attack hits. When we guard. Because unlike the other enemy we'll be seeing here in a second, this one has a lower chance of using its spell than regular attack. Oh, there we go. See, and that still does like 9 damage. So that's balanced fairly well. I think their health is okay. Health and defenses are okay, but their attack could use some adjustment. Okay, so in this final area where you see that the road, the grass changes colors, we have a new enemy location as well. And we'll have the Frost Spear, which is the strongest thing we have. Regular attack is pretty weak, but it has 50% chance of using Frost Blast, which is really strong. And also hits all party members, but we only have one right now, so that doesn't matter as much as it could, or much as it will later. And then we also have another separate area with the forest, but that is right now the same encounters as outside of the islands. I need to put another tent or some other way to heal that's not literally on the other side of the map. I just put down another tent so that also, I believe actually we should just go back down and do more grinding. Oops. Well, I mean, I was supposed to be doing more grinding. Right, so now over here, the Frost Spear is the thing that gives the most XP. Well, it'd probably be faster to just... How much damage do we do with this now, by the way? Enough to one-shot it. Uh-oh, for it. I want to get to level 5, because that's when we unlock Awaken. I think it's probably faster to grind in the woods, because 10... No, it's 10 XP versus... Yeah, no, actually, no, the Frost Spirits are probably faster, because it's like 2 actions either way. Because I would have to take out 2 of those for the 10 XP. So no, yeah, this is definitely faster. I'm probably not taking damage from the Frost Spirit's regular attack anymore, so I would only have to worry if you cast Frost Blast and like completely demolishes my health like that. Balance, yay! And that one-shots it. How much more until I reach... Okay, so just 5 more frost spirits. Let me reach level 5. This guy's definitely pretty threatening if you're level 1. Especially since you'd be all the way over here having drained most of your resources at this point. Well, I mean, unless you just follow the path. In which case, you're completely fine. What else did I do? We might have actually gone over pretty much everything. I mean, at least the map is done. I mean, I'm going to do a map for the castle and those towns, and then I'm probably going to do the mountain one for a while, actually. Hey, see, I'm immune to his regular attacks at this point. Is that really something I want to happen? Well, actually, the Frost Spirit has really weak regular attacks, so I think that's fine. That's kind of its point. Absolutely demol. I might actually adjust it so that it actually has a higher frequency of using its elemental attack than its regular attack. Because right now it's 50-50. But only like slightly, like 7-5 priority. Oh, yeah, and we learned Awaken. So now we can test that out. We can find another Frost guy. I'm gonna go Blade Art. Oh, right, I never changed the cost click, and I need to do that. Still doing 26 damage with this thing. But now, attack with 2 weapons. It even stacks the animation, which isn't something I had to program. I was told it would be something that I would have had to program, but I guess Copilot was wrong, which has been doing quite a lot during this process, rather frustratingly. But it's more useful having nothing or browsing forums for hours. So take what you get, I guess. Oh, right, and we can also demonstrate if we go back to equip. Still says we've equipped Altair. And we don't have any other weapons in our inventory. Okay, so I'm gonna save that into file 2. For some reason I thought I was gonna have to program and save, but no, it's always accessible just by entering the menu. Anyway, first of all, let me throw some things into okay, no, this is what I get for not actually saving this stuff. Guess I just assumed I would only have to do this one time. So essentially I have like different like star or levels of each ability, and I have a calculator for how strong each monster with them would be. Oh no, it was originally 15, and now we're buffing it up to 18. The main players have 8. Maybe I should just put 24 on, and maybe not 24 on everything. Like how much would be, I mean, 24 is a multiple of 6. It's like 18 for like regular mobs, 24 for anything that's supposed to be equal to the player, 30 for anything a step above, like then like 36. I mean, 24 is also a multiple of 4 though. And there are 8 stats. 16 is enough to have 2 in every stat. I do kind of like 6 better, so like And then if I do it like that, then I can make an EXP formula. I mean, we can also do it like 1 through, what did I say? So it's 6 and 1 through 18. And it was 24 for character. Why 24? Because I said so. 1 through 18. No, why did you? No, you're not a month. Please don't be a month. Go 2 numbers, please. I know you can't see this, but what? No. Why? How? Said 1 through 18. How do you get 45,675? Am I even... Okay. General... 1 through 18. Okay, you know what? Never mind. You're not working. We will use 1 through 18. No, I don't like the formatting of that either. Okay, you know what? Just 18. 18. No, why did you go to the 18th of January? I just said 18. What is wrong with Copilot today? Or not Copilot, Excel. Number. Thank you. Jeez. Don't know why you want to enter a date here. Don't think I even used this space yet. 18. 24. 30 would be mini boss. 36 for regular boss. 42 for boss above that. 50 for final boss. 60 for super boss. Yeah, that's just good. So we got mob. Player. Mini boss. Actually, maybe that's just 30 is strong enemy. I wonder if I can enter slash and have it not be mad at me. Player slash. Player. Level. Monster. Strong enemy. Mini boss is 36. Regular boss is 42. Final boss is 50. Super boss is 60. Wait, I do need to count up because if it's 8 through 5. Actually, no, 40 is max, right? Because if everything is max 5 and then our 8 stats, then actually the max would just be 40. So 40 max out. Because now I would have to well, actually, it wouldn't be that hard to calculate 6 stars with how I ended up doing the stats. Okay, well, either way, to reorient these at level 1, I should have both the bat and the rat strength at least be 4 stars so that I can go up to 10. HP is 3 for 100. MP1. Agility. Is that what I had on agility 3 or was it agility 4? It's agility 3. Resistance 1. Magic 1. Again, I know no one can actually see this, but oh well. Defense 2. Is that what it's at already? Because I don't want to lower defense because I do like head defense. Ideally, yeah, that's what it's at already. Like, most of the math works better at higher levels. Maybe. Or either that or all the math breaks down at some point, and then I have to deal with that by doing better math or asking someone, because who knows what they're doing, how to balance RPG stuff. Because I have a feeling that this is only going to get worse as time goes on. But we are going to pretend that feeling doesn't exist and live in blissful ignorance. I'm putting its agility up at 4 because it's a bat. Okay, so that means its max speed is 100 still, max speed is 20, attack goes up to 10, defense is still at 3, magic attack is still at 4, resistance is still, or magic defense is still at 1, agility is up to 8, and luck is up at 4. I don't even know what luck does, especially for a mod that has chance of stats elements occurring. It's literally a useless stat because no one has status effects. Probably, unless there's critical hits. I should activate critical hits on everything, honestly. I mean, why not? Critical hits are fun. That's a fun thing to add, and literally it's just one button. I don't know why it's automatically off. Probably for the reason I'm about to demonstrate. It's gonna get me killed. Like, realistically. Attack. Wait, critical hits are on. It's critical evasion rate. Those been on the whole time. Because I haven't seen anyone land a critical hit. I guess I should give a critical hit rate to everybody. What do I want it to be, though? This will probably backfire on me. And let's fix the rat stats first. I'm gonna keep its HP at 2. So that, I mean 75 really, but MP at 1, which means we have another point of something to distribute somewhere. Resistance, yeah. Do I want to make it a little more varied? Yeah, drop agility by 1 and drop luck by 1. You know what? Let's live a little. We will put. I mean, how bad? Yeah. We'll put 5 in strength. Put 3 in defense. This spreadsheet I made is really nice. It took. Yeah, that's the other thing. I spent probably multiple hours I could have spent programming on a spreadsheet to help me determine enemy stuff. I really should put music on or something in the background. I'll grab one of those Nintendo playlists here in a second. Sorry, 75-20. Strength is up at 12. That won't have any negative consequences. Defense now 5. Magic attack still 4. Magic defense still at 3. Agility still at 6. And luck is now at 2. What's the difference between that? It has the Frost Spirits attack, that's not that bad. So Jellyfish had like 2 in everything. That's what I ended up doing for the Jellyfish. I can change that around a bit since that's a standard level. That's another mob enemy, I would say. And also it counts as a level 2 monster, so it has slightly higher stats. But if I have 16, then we go, and we're going up to 18. You know, I could format that to make it red if it's not, if it's above, green if it's below, or red if it's above or below, actually. That would probably be fine. But what I want to do with stats, I think we'll add a 3 to its strength so it can actually deal some kind of damage. Makes it on par with the rat for damage, which I think is fine. I think its defense is good. Actually, I want to up its resistance. That's what I want to do. Alright, so then that means its attack is now up to 12. Its defense is 6. Its magic attack is 9. Still, its magic defense is up to 8 now. Jelly's still 6. Luck is still 6. And I still say AXP is pretty good. Alright, I wanted to change the Frost Blast chance of occurring up to like a 7. Yeah, because this thing's kind of a monster. Do I want to give everything a critical hit chance? It'll make things more... Yeah, okay. And it's fine for now. I do want to see how everything interacts. Oh, we got music again now that the game is back. I didn't actually turn on any music on my other laptop. Wow, the Bluetooth turned off. Because of course it did. You fix that then. Can I actually skip cutscenes? And there's not a button to skip cutscenes. That sucks for you cutscene skippers out there. I will laugh at you, don't worry. It'll all be fine. We'll turn this down so I can focus more on talking, I guess. Alright, let's see how effective those rats are now. Wait, someone followed 22 minutes ago and I didn't notice? How did I not notice? Did someone follow during this stream? I've just been rambling about programming nonsense for 21. Okay, yeah, 21's good. That is like literally right where I want it to be. Okay, yeah, that works. This is where I want the stats to be. Okay, this bridge really bothers me because I don't understand this bridge at all, because the default option for this bridge in the tile set is for it to not be crossable. So I had to manually make it crossable, and when I do cross it, it looks like I'm standing below it. Alright, we'll go into this forest. I want to see how it goes. I don't know. I think there's a decent shot that this one... well, I mean, I think it'll definitely one-shot the rats. Yeah, but not the bat. Oh yeah, because the bat has... because the bat is more tanky than the rats. Oh, I reached level 2. Not one shining thing is quite yet, which is about where I want my wants. But ideally I want to see how much damage these guys are doing. 9, 9. How much does defense go up? Like, theoretically, it goes up 2.5 points, roughly. I don't know if that's 2 or 3. I mean, then again, this is also roughly where I would like everything to be. Just hope and pray that the math doesn't break down. Oh, here's jellyfish, that's the test thing. I still need to fix that. 17. What's the chances that its bolt attack just... Well, I mean, it doesn't have a high chance of casting the bolt attack. So that's not actually a big deal. Everything pretty much dies in 2 hits, which I think is a good place to be at when you only have one person in the party. Now, this game probably will not be that long. I think a lot of it's actually going to take place in the castle. Especially so I don't actually... And maybe whatever I decide to do with that mountain. Because I just thought a mountain area would look cool there. I don't actually have a plan for it yet. Exactly. I'll figure it out, though. It's a game designer's job. Anyway, I'm not going to bother saving that one. I didn't trust... Well, I didn't edit the frost guy. I might probably... Wait, what did this... What is Frostbrite's, like, stat layout, actually? Because that thing's supposed to be a level... No, that's a different... There's probably numbers. I look like... Like, I know I'm a nerd. I don't know how often I look like this much of a nerd, though, with, like, a giant spreadsheet filled with numbers, a giant notepad filled with numbers. In the notepad, I even have everything drawn to 3 digits. There's a lot of zeros in there. I am doing... Outdoing my stuff. What's defense supposed to be at 11? 3. And it's supposed to be at 3, and that's already hitting really hard. Defense is supposed to be at 14. These are both supposed to be 1. So no, yeah, that one was already at 18. So yeah, that one's all good. No wonder it was the best balanced thing. It also has a lot of different resistances and defenses. No, resistances and weaknesses. Yeah, words. Alright. How long I've already been blabbering for like 50 minutes, so now it's UTC. I need to reload this. 2:30 to 10:30. So 30 minutes and then Wuthering Waves is back up. And then we could play that. Instead, I mean, I assume some people like nerd stuff, I guess. I did just have an idea because this is a thing. Yeah, but that would look best if it was like in the center, right? I can't put things in the center. At least I don't think I can. I've asked things about position because if we go back to here, I was trying to put these balls of alcohol on the dresser. It wasn't working though. So because right, yeah, it's the same thing I was complaining about with like the bridge. whatever, it's fine-ish. But it's probably not, at least in my words. Right, yeah, we haven't gotten to the thing I was trying to do before I hopped on stream today. So, I was trying to figure out battle backgrounds. So my biggest problem, so different tiles have different, like, automatic backgrounds they put. So I was trying to fix that because these ones have, like, are connected to, like, a desert area, and it looks like it's in the middle of the desert, and that's really jarring considering it's supposed to be like a beach. So so if we go and here, I looked at, Copilot said that if you give them, just let them change the battle back. That's simple enough. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But that only changes it after the battle. So that was not very helpful. And then Copilot admitted to that afterwards. So the only other solution I could think of is to set up an event tile every bordering piece to set the background event for all of them. That's not something I want to do, so I'm trying to think of a better solution. It would clog up the event manager, I think. Because all these are given event numbers. This one, I think it's 2. I mean, per map. Yeah, that's 1. That's 2. Right, this is also the thing that activates all other event flags. Yeah, I add event flags. So this only appears if event flag 1 is on, and after it ends, event flag 2 ends. So where do we turn on event 1? That won't actually get me to the place. Go in the go up cutscene and enter this event. The first thing this does is turn on event flag 1. Also, if Thea Goff Martins is still here, I'm sorry I missed you following. I was probably going on a tangent and not paying attention. I was definitely going on a tangent and not paying attention. That might have been when I was going on the... Okay, so, like, the nerd stuff. If that was when I was talking about YouTube analytics, then I don't know why anyone would follow us. I think I was doing programming stuff, because that was 32 minutes ago, so I've been like 20 minutes again. So yeah, I think I actually moved on to the programming stuff by then, because I'm pretty sure no one really cares about my YouTube analytics. I don't even really care about my YouTube analytics, not really. I do want to make more enemies. And I also need to make a castle, and at least I have streamlined enemy creation with formulas and stuff. Hooray. Well, the map looks decently nice. There's a lot of trees. And then a lot of trees. Oh, and if you're wondering, this is how everything's broken up into areas. I wish I could just do this for, like, event triggers. I wonder if I can. Oh, Copilot, what do you say? What do you say? How do you expand the area for an event to trigger? Charge stab using the predator button. You can make a trigger on it. Larger zone. You do screen. Cause the same event multiple times. Once copy and paste it. Use shared switches or variables to coordinate behavior. Try special plates or large doors. Region tool. Then use a conditional branch. events. Proximity logic. If you want to trigger when the players nearby, use parallel. Using variables opponents like proximity events. Clean centralized. And to be fair, copying and pasting an event wouldn't be that much of a hassle. Except for the fact that some of these boards are very large. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta stop being lazy and do things the hard way. Really don't want to, though. Let me think. Is there a better way to do this? Okay, well, theoretically, how long will this take each one? New events. We should call it Beach Battle Zone. Contents. We want to put that below characters, player touch. Like that's how event touch works, isn't it? Maybe. Those don't matter. That should be blank. That should be blank. That should be blank. Blank. Contents 3. Map. No, not change map. Change battle pack. And for the beach, the one I decided upon was sands. Because there isn't just like a water one, it's either port or ship. Because apparently it didn't give me beach one. That would have been helpful. But this is what you get for not making your own assets, I suppose. I like how you can see a castle in the back. Because there's actually a castle there. Apply. Okay, this isn't that bad, honestly. I mean, I wish it was like I could just drag it, or like only have to hit one button, or several other things. But hey, you guys only have to endure 20 minutes for that, and then it's 20 more minutes of this, and then we can play Wuthering Waves. Unless I'm in the middle of something, in which case I will probably delay it to finish that thing. So I guess it's really about me. I only have to endure 20 more minutes of this. I guess the beach isn't really the problem, I suppose, because then... Actually, the biggest problem is if I do all this and then it doesn't work properly. Actually, I need to start a new one. Because then that would be unaffected by any previous triggers. Yay, it's working. Don't have to do any of those because those are inaccessible. How many events is that now? Because that's gonna, yeah, event 75. I am so sorry, but sucks to be you, game. Okay, so now we have to do the same thing for the grass, and then preferably one for each forest. Actually, let me go into here. I'm gonna copy the event page. Paste the event page. Delete that event page. What did I call the previous ones? Anyway, this is grassland battle area. That's not what I was calling it, was it? No, battle zone. Do I have to just double click it, or do I have to right click specifically, or we'll just make a new one? Battle zone. Right click, edit this to sand import to grassland import. Then we copy that, paste that. I'm gonna make sure I got that copied properly. Yep. You also want to do this in any tile that's next to a forest. Which includes that. Actually, you can't actually land on that tile, so that's not actually a huge deal. Oh, I can only copy one thing at a time. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Here, one here, one here, here, one here, one here, one here. This is stream content of the year right here. No, I don't just mean for me, I mean like overall across all Twitch. This is the best content. Filling in squares. That tree's impassable. Don't need to worry about it. I don't think this will crash anything or be resource intensive. Starting to regret making all those giant forests now, because now I have to deal with that, though. Although also I should test this. I should probably make a save right outside of here so I don't have to watch the opening cutscene every time. Not that I do kind of like watching the opening cutscene though, because I really like how that turned out. But I will put save 3 right out here though. Oh, okay, we're fine. I was thinking about being nice, but nope, never mind. No niceness. Oh, right, that didn't one-shot. Okay, never mind. Bats could be ferocious because they have a good amount of health. And just to test, make sure the beach one's still working. In conjunction with everything else. Surrect. Man, that's the... I kind of made that animation myself-ish. I edited it myself anyway, so that's why it's kind of wonky. Okay, now just to surround this whole giant forest. Wait, I don't need to put those on the path. Okay, well, no, yeah, I do. Just because it can't have... Because, yeah, you'd be leaving there. get into trouble for playing instrumentals? I don't think so, especially if I sung alongside them. I don't fully have confidence in my ability to sing well while distracted by doing something like this. Okay, and that one's done, which means start a new event here. I'm up at 234 now. Luckily, this won't affect other instances besides the overworld, which is already mostly done. Sorry, actually, what I want to do is control paste, then just go in here and edit it. Forest Battle Zone. Nope, I want to right click, edit. So, preferably want to have some kind of forest. I don't actually know which one I want to do here yet. No, that's wood, not like... Okay, yeah. I know we have forest one because I've seen it auto-activate before several times. Where am I missing? Is it just in the... Is the forest one just like in the background? Nope. Nope. Could I just go one of them? That's bridge. It's castle. Castle, cliff, clouds, crystal, dark space. Castle, world, desert, dirt cave, forest. Here we are. Okay, so now there isn't a regular forest one, I think. Okay, we will check to see if there's a regular forest one because clearly I don't know how to see, I guess, because I just missed over it over there. Because I kind of want to do like a forest where you could still see the sea, or I was thinking about it anyway. Still like see the sea. I mean, it doesn't make too much sense, so I was considering not doing it too. Clearly there isn't. I like meadow. Honestly, meadow might have been good for the regular one too. I'm not going back and changing it, of course. No, that's way too much effort. I already did it once. Cannot make me. It's my game anyway. Copy. Paste. We check to make sure it is crit one, meadow and forest. Yep. Alright. Now here we go. Yes, there's definitely a plugin that makes this easier, but my self-imposed challenge of not doing plugins because one, I would have to do research, make sure they're safe, yada yada yada. And also, I think it's better to figure out exactly what your limitations in a system are before using things outside stuff to start manipulating them to stop existing. It gives you an exercise in creativity and problem solving. It makes it so you're not over relying on things that just make things easier without having to do any creative problem solving. And that's really what programming is all about. Well, I mean, this isn't really game development. That's what game development is about. And also that's done now. Hooray! It didn't actually take all that long. What? It took like 10 minutes. Yeah, no, that's not that bad. Considering I was also changing music and going on tangents Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh no, I didn't do this one over here. And no, I do not care. That is technically different trees. I mean, I don't really have, and there's only like one forest background. And still don't really have a way to make new assets that are of any kind of quality. I could make really bad assets, but no good ones. That one is Metal Forest, yeah. Now, go see labors of my hard work. We'll use this file. Okay, so now I'm in the forest. When I have a forest encounter, it will be in the forest thing. So no, I need to put more powerful enemies in the forest too. I think I might put a level 5 enemy in the forest. Make it... I'm at level 5 right now. Yeah, I am. Also, I know that this one has a different background, but I'm not going to change it. Level 5, you're kind of just taking everything out. Alright, I think a reason was 24 so I could just 3 medium everything. Right. And then the next median number would be... Actually, I should do this based on median numbers, not random ones I picked. So median 1 would be 8, then 16, then 24, then 32, then 40. I'm not going to put anything at median 1 because that thing would be way too weak to any factors. So median 16. Well, I guess median 2 isn't super strong. It's a problem because we figured that one out already. So that's why I boosted up to 18. Okay, well that means I probably don't have to change anything over here. I want just the beach. See, doing things the long way I can. Yeah, never mind, I don't have anything to say. I'm just glad that that's done now. So that's up 2. Well, it only takes like 40 minutes to grind up to level 5. And whatever the other test stuff I did. Actually, that would be a good test to see how long it actually takes to grind. Although then again, I'd say like 30 minutes is a good grind, especially since like you don't, this is not like a super major RPG. This is a small indie RPG made with RPG Maker and default assets. Asking anyone to spend too long on this game would probably be considered a crime. Unless I did something really interesting with it. There's nothing super interesting in it yet, though. So I guess... maybe that should probably be my next thing. Add something that's actually... interesting. That makes the game... like, that increases... takes it from a basic RPG, which it is right now, to adding an interesting element to the combat system, which I do have an idea for, but it would take some effort to see if I could pull it off. But we're like 3 minutes from Wuthering Waves being active again. So we could just go run around there for a little bit. I don't know how much story I will do today, but I will play for a bit. But what's next for the game? I might as well test out to see if I can implement the system I'm thinking of and do more brainstorming for that. Want more enemies. I mean, I'm fine with the rat and the bat for here. I think I might be fine with the rats and the bats for this area over here. I need more enemies from areas over here. I want some more unique enemies for the forest over here, and I want to add a second enemy to the beach. I need to make an area for the castle for these village houses, I guess. Figure out what to do with the mountain. I need to actually deal with the consequences of putting 2 different villages there. Actually, I might just say that's part of the castle and have like a little forest path that you can walk through in there if I'm capable of that. So that's just one, and just have each of them go to a different part of the castle. So just make it one giant map, yeah. There's a problem with having an inside or an outside map. I mean, then I could just have an outside castle map and then inside castle map. My problem is it's gonna be difficult to make that look convincing. Maybe. I'm not sure, actually. I guess we'll see. But I think that's enough for now. Gonna save. Streamlabs is already up. I just need to go over here. I will pull up. Be right back screen. I'm not actually going anywhere though. Just changing what's up here. Boot up Wuthering Waves. I'm not sure what it brought up when that did. It wants to... Theoretically, everything is fine. It should just load up. Alright, gonna need to pull up my stream on my second laptop so I can actually see what's going on. I have no clue. Oh, it looks like Stream Right Watch also went live, so I need to go check that out. I guess we will do Wuthering Waves for an hour at max. Assuming we don't get caught into anything. It's taking a second to load. It always does that, though, at least for me, because it does not seem to like me very much. Oh, great, as soon as I try to go in here to connect my earbuds. Okay, earbuds connected. We shall have decent volume here in a second. Actually, I need to go use the bathroom, so I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I can... I'm back. What's on the desktop audio is really high. Why can't I hear anything though? Because I have my earbud in. Actually, it's what I still meant to use here. So if I just make that tab. Yeah, there you go. I can hear now. I'm gonna turn this down a little. Oh, great. No, don't do that. Like a 6.5 should be fine. Normally I would test, but I don't feel like it right now. Alright, and we're actually going into the game. So let me bring in... No, I need the live scene. Here we are. Okay, so apparently this is what they were talking about. This is like the big everybody's here Smash Brothers event. I don't know if I should make... Like, not actually Smash Brothers, just everybody is here, like ultimate thing that's going on. That sounds fun and cool. I mean, no matter what, it won't be as cool for me because I haven't been here the whole like time. But hey, it'll still be pretty cool. So we will get there eventually. We're still in like the first area, and there are actually, how many areas are there? Like, there's like 3 that I know of. So they have the newest one, and then before that they had like the one with that Zelda looking girl who's in the middle there. Alright.